Hi everybody, how y'all doing today? Well, I just put some oil in this motor. It requires a half a quart, and I put a half a quart in there, and I checked it and it's fine. And I was loosening up the throttle because, you know, these can also be used on machines where they need to be stiff, and these always come tight where when you pull it over it stays over. Anyway, I was loosening that up and I noticed that up in here, which I was really surprised again, they have thought this out, and you may be able to see it. There's actually a cable stop right here, and if I spin it over here, you should be able to see that down in here they have actually included a swivel stop for your cable, throttle cable. It's already all set up for you. That is so swell. They're getting on board with this stuff. They know people are doing this kind of stuff with these motors, and they have actually gone a little extra mile and set it up for you. How nice is that? Well, I think that's real nice. So we're going to put a little gas in there and see if we can't fire it up. Alright guys, I put some gas in there, just a little bit, because I'm not going to be running it a whole lot till we get the bike ready to go. But, you know, I turned the choke on, or the gas on, the choke was on, and I just grabbed it to see how much resistance it was going to have. Started pulling it, and it started. Probably wants me to hold the throttle open. And I don't have it bolted down, so it might be a trick. Anyway, you get the idea. Didn't run too smooth. It was idling kind of rough. But I need to get it bolted down to something so it'll quit bouncing around, and then I can fine tune it. But anyway, yeah. I also measured it. The height of it is like 3 inches shorter than the Briggs, which I built that frame to fit the Briggs. So I'm going to have a little gap in there, but it's just going to have to be alright. Maybe it'll be for a blessing of some sort. Anyway, that's the new motor. Go Predator. Yeah. Okay, I'm prepping this motor to put the torque converter on there. And there's just a couple things that are causing a little interference, so I thought I'd tell you about it. This shield right here that covers the cylinder fins, a lot of guys just take that off. Well, I tell you what, you start slinging mud out there on your mini bike or go-kart, you're going to wish you had that on there. Keep that crap out of there. And so what I did is I just pushed it in with my thumb. It's good and soft, and it just bent right in. And the only thing that's touching on the torque converter is right here where the screw goes in that holds the cover on. It just barely touches it. So I just pushed it in good and hard. And then for extra measure, I took a piece of wood dowel, and I smacked it with my leather hammer. Which is leather hammer? Yeah, it's actually like rawhide dog chew. It's just leather wrapped up round and round and round. And it gives you a leather hammer. Anyway, and also the oil filler plug causes interference down here. So I'm just going to take a razor knife and saw that off a little bit. And last time I did this to the turf surfer, I used a Dremel tool, but I don't feel like dragging it out just for this one little thing. So I broke my knife blade instead. Anyway, it's off of there, so that should be fine. Now we'll get that bolted on there. Alright, so I got that plate snugged up, and everything went in good. And I got my backing plate here, and you can see the shaft is actually protruding here, which was my main problem to begin with. So that's good. That's good. We like that shaft out there like that. And find the bolt that goes in there. This is the one that came with it, and I had trouble with the one on the turf surfer because remember, I wasn't getting it tight enough. It wasn't long enough, and it kept throwing out, coming apart on me, exploding. Remember that? All right. So I'm going to button that up there just because I want to make sure everything fits before I go any further. And actually, this plate looks like it needs a shim behind it to line it up even with this one. It looks like about an eighth of an inch. Quite a little bit there, actually. Wow. Yeah, it's quite a little bit. Anyway, I will take care of that. This is just mock-up right now anyway. We're not actually riding it like that. Yes, sir. I think it's going to be all right. Squatty little thing compared to that Briggs. Huh. That changes everything. Scrap it. Start over. Yeah, I don't think so. Alright, well that's going to be it for the engine story for today. I believe that you can see how that chain comes down on the bottom side and hits that frame. I know it's got slack in it right now, but anyway, believe me, it does. And what I've done is I've got my idler sprocket, and I got a piece of that 1-inch square tubing, and I cut out a slot, and basically just made an old Western cowboy spur. And my thought here is that I should be able to weld this right to the frame in the appropriate place. Something like that, and make it to where it sticks out enough it doesn't hit the frame anywhere, and that should do just fine. So now I just gotta clean up the frame, clamp it together, find the right position, and weld it together. So yeah, just want to show you what I'm up to, and that's how I'm going to do that. This 1-inch tubing, or 1-inch square tubing, is a little bit wider than that 7/8 tubing, round tubing. So what I'm going to do is come up from underneath it and weld beads on both sides of that tube to it, and then again on the end. And hopefully I get good penetration and it's solid enough and holds together. Alright. Well, there it is, installed. I basically just have it tack welded in 4 corners to make sure it's lined right and things like that before I full on weld it. And the chain's in. It doesn't sound perfect, but it doesn't sound bad. And I believe at this point I could actually probably try to drive it. However, I have no brakes. See right there, it popped a little. It needs some fine tuning. It needs some fine tuning. Kill it before it falls off of those blocks and runs away. Hey, you know what? That wasn't bad. That wasn't bad. Yeah. Yeah. Woohoo. Yeah. Well, that was really something. No brakes, no throttle. Yeah, gonna have to get some bugs out of it. Anyway, that's a start. That's a start. Woohoo. As always, I want to thank you guys for stopping by. Appreciate it. Always enjoy it when you come to visit and see what I got going on. And I'll see you later. Don't forget to thumbs up the video. And remember, I appreciate you guys. Leave me some comments. Let me know what y'all thinking. All right, bye-bye. Kill it before it falls off of those blocks and runs away. Hey, you know what? That wasn't bad. That wasn't bad. Yeah. Yeah. Woohoo.
Yeah.